these days. It's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
There's something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
You guys are moving the trial to war, leading our country even further into ruin.
ID is Osean forces. This is AWACS for the SSG.
Our info has been updated.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
Fire! Fire! We're on your side, you idiot!
Fox 2. Strider 1, APC destroyed. Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Somebody take out those allied planes behind us.
Weapons hold!
It's a Russian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, they're conservatives. They'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier. Can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this? What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Enemy's got a lock.
Target destroyed.
Shoot down any aircraft that approach us! What are you thinking?
There's an unknown on our route. We can't proceed. Wait. The General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaBarge are the real patriots. Onward!
There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go. We archived all the footage that we've shot when the communication networks come back online.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
What did that hit?
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head to this warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Hey comes a traitor, Lamar. This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Lamar's in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
Warning! Missile in the air!
Target hit.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Enemy's got a lock.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Mark 2.
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that.
That was too close for comfort.
Target destroyed.
Turn right. No, wait. That goes into the ocean. I can't shake the enemies on my tail. If they change speed, we'll be able to break through that shutter. General, do you mind keeping me down for a minute? You'll bite your tongue. At least give us a side mirror.
Made that in my sight. Locked on.
Target obliterated. We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous in Gruner Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. To those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is a helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Houston, Toledo squad. Friendly hello in front. I'm a patriot and my duty is calling. Nice work, Leos 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot. What? We're taking fire from our own allies. Is this place under rebellion too?
I'm hit! Get this guy off my back! Opening fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped. This is one of ours. Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Longcaster.
The general is speaking with the commander.
Fire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders. That vehicle is one of ours. Cease fire. The info just came through. Stop fighting with drones is what got us into this mess.
Fox 2.
not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, they don't know where to see it.
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
Taking fire! Take care of them!
Destroy aircraft with tally marks on the tail. They're Beetles with their doubles.
We're under attack! Hurry up and do something! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks. We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies. With the main conflict concluded, regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle for stabilization of the nation. The Erusian government has defined these groups, along with those trying to intimately make peace with Russia, as rebels. Hide your smokes. 3 strikes will find you.
It's Erusian military.
Peace talks. Watch over the future. I have... Strider 1, break!
Target is in machine gun range. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Target locked. We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Falcon technology than just UAVs. Making IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley, put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Falcon technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harley's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
We're the only ones here on our side. Even at a time of war, it was a mistake to create something like the penal unit.
So?
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day. Strider 1, missile inbound! Evade!
ID is Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Bandit is fired a missile at me.
Trigger! Enemy has a rock on you!
We have no choice. Fire!
news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Strike confirmed.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile away.
Damn it! We're outnumbered. There were too many conservatives in the Air Force that hated the drones.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
This is one of ours.
How'd you last long, Caster? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
We'll go.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosted drone productions will make up for our losses. They shouldn't be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
It's ID'd as Erusian.
Fire for the next half hour. Then we'll take back the city from the scoundrels who call us rebels.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
What do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way.
Plane's starting to race up.
This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
Trigger, ceasefire.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Trigger, what the hell are you doing? Trigger, what the hell are you doing?
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Vulcan technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Unknowns attacking the Gulf plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lawcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting them down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it was Ocean's big shots too? I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Mine. No good. Shit.
Missile. Missile.
They're in my way.
Target acquired.
Bandit destroyed. Well done. Strider 3 launching missile. Trigger, what the hell are you doing?
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
Stall warning.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknowns attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lawcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting them down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Enemy on your back.
Those guys are good.
Missile.
Wait, you don't think it was Ocean's big shots too? I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Mine.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
No good. Shit.
Ocean fighter, just how long do you plan on getting in my way?
Strider 3 launching missile.
Enemy on your tail, watch out!
They're in my way.
Bandit destroyed. Well done. I'm behind my target. Strider 3 launching missile.
Break it!
Knocked on bandit.
eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco.
Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
The MQ-89's launch! Our commands are overridden!
They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Missile. Missile.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Missile.
Son of a bitch.
Recruits, head this way!
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strata 1, target acquired. Strata 1, Fox 3.
Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
Strata 1, missile launched. Five bandits remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
4 bandits left.
The counter-smoke is fully functional. You're critical.
It's not enough to be really functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. They are up to a data, aren't they?
Down. 3 bandits to go.
Enemy on your back.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got. Fox 3. One bandit to go. Fox 2.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see.
Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. The General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders.
The VIP.
It should be a piece of cake.
Were you sent by the General Staff? No, we'd like you to send... I can't!
broadcaster. Are all of these...
In order to respond, we'll head up to one.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Osean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Osean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guards' dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and I shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness. Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs.
They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own.
Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Pull up.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Strutter 1 crashed.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs.
They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own.
Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Update is on Tyler Island.
It could be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Our artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side.
Cyclops 3, Fox 2.
Shit! These are Ocean!
Our air support is here.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Do me a favor, Longcaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area.
Missile.
Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
Missile.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Missile.
Thanks.
Missile.
It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Missile.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Our only allies, the Erusian government forces. Don't mistake them for rebels.
Missile.
You're with us!
Missile.
See the enemy! See them there!
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile. 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 Missile.
There's more over here. Body condensed to those east part of the fight. Look at that, they're all lined up. No, we're not too bad. Some of them are going to shoot now.
Missile.
I can guess what happens here. I really don't want to see.
Missile.
Those bastards. It's a blatant war crime.
Missile.
Photos for evidence.
It's no use! Work to the right! Fire at that supply ship! It's the radicals that shot us in the back. I'll make them pay for this.
Missile.
No use hailing them! They know they're shooting at friendlies!
Missile.
Get closer! You'll never hit them from here!
Strider 1, Fox 2.
I just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. It's another 30 minutes. The men say they want to release the children in the power area.
Identify, then attack.
The hell? You're killing your own men.
We're moving out! Leave the cat behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
Don't pursue too deep. We just need to buy some time. Open the bay until operation meeting time.
If you see three strikes, count to three, and the enemy's gone. Get out of here, hurry!
Our last vehicle's been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
Pull them away from the masked driver.
I count 12 dead bodies. She's upper middle class. The spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Belka. Our guys even took out the enemy distance point. What do we do now? Get in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Erosion! Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Try to save your ammo. Lure them in and then fire at once.
Missile.
Target hit.
Caution. Pull up.
ID complete.
Missile.
Behind my target.
Missile. Missile.
Get in the landing craft!
Missile.
Many thanks, Longcaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
An explosion inside. Continue the countdown. Do the countdown. There's still one arsenal bird left. We can defuse a bomb. Russia will have a fighting chance.
Target destroyed.
Cameras to track the supply ships. Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. It's hit or not forced.
Missile.
We're down to less than half our vehicles. Good. We need help. Bring all the injured.
Cyclops 3. Fox 2.
Great. But will we make it in time?
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right. Leave the wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already.
Missile. Missile.
It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from an allied AWAC. Hold your fire!
Strider 1 has been shot down.
Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Missile.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there.
Missile.
The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Calling friendly birds! Take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hellhole!
Strider 1.
We need help while we're still up and running! Three strikes, count to three, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fight. With that, they're all lined up. No, they're not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shields. I just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Just give us another 30 minutes.
Missile.
The men say they want to at least get the children to proper burial. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it.
Target destroyed.
Half of the Russian bastard. He's a blatant war crime. Hey,
photos for evidence.
They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
Our guys even took out the enemy air support. What do we do now? Put them in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is an munitions depot. It's highly combustible. Don't pursue too deep. We just need to buy some time. Open the bay until operation feeding time. Pull them away from the mass driver. We don't need to defeat them. Just delay their advance. Got it?
I count 12 dead bodies here. Be up on this craft. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Delta.
Strutter 1, missile launched.
I have a solid block.
Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks! Getting the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood. All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
We're outnumbered, taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back. Go with us. See the enemy ATC from there?
Not done.
Push him back. Fire! Fire at will! We need more ammo!
Cyclops 3, Fox 2.
Three strikes in the sky. They said you see them, you're a goner.
Fox 2.
The Erusian ground forces show no sign of letting up. We're taking heavy damage.
Target acquired.
This independent special security squadron is demanding to be let into the base. Shit. Those guys do some real dirty work.
Target is down.
This whole operation is crazy. Stop whining.
Stay in there too long. Strutter 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
Get your pal.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Strutter 1, Fox 2. Strutter 1, target destroyed.
Try to save your ammo. Lure them in and then fire at once.
In gun range. Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase off the bogies! There's no way there are! Almost there! Commence operation no return! These are on good. Stay on course.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them.
Missile. Missile.
Target is in machine gun range.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions.
Missile.
Maybe they know they can't.
Missile.
We're gonna drop them all.
We're outnumbered and we'll be surrounded.
Pull up.
Trigger, boss, get over here quick.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Roger. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time.
We're well past the point of no return. Ram 7 locked on target.
Target acquired.
If I with such skill and precision, don't tell me the Associates into the snowbirds destroyed the mass driver completely. We're signaling our break with Falcon.
Missile. 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 Missile.
You're out of chaff and flares.
I'm on my target's tail.
Missile.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Locked on bandit.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile evaded.
Missile.
Enemy on your back. Strider 1 has been shot down.
Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Calling friendly birds! Take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hellhole! We need help while we're still up and running!
There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fight. That, we're all lined up. No, they're not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shields. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it.
Damn, those Russian bastards! It's a blatant war crime!
It's fine if we take a little bit. I just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Give us another 30 minutes.
Fox 2.
The men say they want to at least get the children in proper burial. You see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle is destroyed. Let's get out of here!
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
You're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Caution. Pull up.
You're with us! Can you see the enemy APC from there? Less than half our vehicles.
We just need to find some time. We're going to bay until Operation Feeding Time. Pull them away from the mass driver.
I have 12 dead bodies. They seem to be upper middle class. The spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Belka. Our guys just got the enemy air support. What do we do now? Send in the tanks!
Allied retreat looks good.
Taking fire from a Russian aircraft!
Trigger, that was an ally. Identify, then attack.
The hell? You're killing your own men.
The artillery fire sent a number on my hearing.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Target destroyed. We're moving out! Leave the jet behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly. Push them back! Fire! Fire!
Continue to countdown. Enemy starts to still watching. Enemy has a launch.
Missile.
Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for. We're outnumbered. We're taking heavy losses. We can't hit the landing craft. Enemy will shoot us in the back. Many thanks, Broadcaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood. It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other.
Missile.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Missile.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from Allied AWAC. Hold your fire! Roger. Where are we supposed to lead? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. We have time to figure it out.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile.
Missile away.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Echo 13. Two tanks left, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
Missile.
Help me! Gather all the wounded together.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on. All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Our tank commander's down! Taking fire! We're pinned down!
Missile.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase off the bogies! There's no way they're ours! Almost there. Commence operation no return! These are unguided. Stay on course.
Strider Squadron, we're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Visual.
Like an eagle. Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers, or they'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't.
Missile.
We're gonna drop them all.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Control, this is Flight Leader. All systems ready. Go for launch. This is Launch Control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness. This is our last chance for Operation Standing Time. Launch Control, launch pad.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Landing here within the cloud. One enemy.
Bandit has a lock.
Missile. Missile.
No use. The enemy pilots outclassed us.
Missile.
This is Ram 7. Evading enemy missile.
Missile. Missile.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Missile. Missile.
Ram 2, attack failed.
Missile away.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target acquired.
Draw the enemy's attention here.
Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Intercept those bombers.
Missile. Missile.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
This fight with such skill and precision. Don't tell me this is OC and this is Nova.
Had it been our fighter, we might have made it.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them. Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Target is down. The bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now.
Look, our air support is taking out more revolution vortex failed. Careful, these guys are good.
You're out of chaff and flares.
Bombs away! Bombs away! Radicals and Oceans can burn in hell.
Carpet bombing? They can't be serious. How many do they think they'll kill? We've lost contact with the Oceans on the island. We failed. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out